called for the execution of children. Two 14-year-olds, two 15-year-olds, and a 16-year-old with the exonerated five, otherwise known as the Central Park Five, and to this day has never apologized for that. So calling upon the death on somebody, that is just wild, in and of itself. Like I said, I was just excuse me, I'm still talking. So as I said, I wouldn't say things like that, even if they were in my mind. So I monitor and I self-govern. But when one person does it, it becomes something else. But Jay, my question for you was about Ben Mendelsohn. Are you talking about the actor? Because the YouTube video that you have posted is Ben the movie.
Yeah, no, 100%, because he's a rat. That's why.
I get it. You're talking about the actor.
No, I'm talking about the guy on this app.
Oh, the guy on the app. Okay.
The deep state patriots. But it's not really patriotic, Madison. Listen, I get it. You are a Democrat. You and I have great conversations. I don't hold that against you. You don't hold my views against me. But this dude is the Democrat that wants to silence people if you don't line up with him.
No, I'm not cool with that. I vote on issues of the day. I vote on individual people. I'm not a ticket partisan person.
I respect that. Angel, you wanted to say something? Please be respectful.
Oh, I never disrespect anyone. I just say things as their facts. I can't run around with Trump's head on my PTR and say, I don't support either one. Clearly, there's something, that I'm not disclosing if I say that. But to say, well, did I wish that he would never get out or never and then say, it's a terrible thing if people say. There's a way, like, what I noticed here in the U.S., a lot of Southern women speak in a passive way and are very cunning and sneaky in a way where they're not directly insulting you or saying something mean to you, but indirectly they can say it in a beautiful word and package it in beautiful wording.
Angel, here's a little nugget for you. And I'm not let me finish.
I'm referring to Monica, in fact.
Monica's another piece of shit. Let me just...
so proper and so like
Everybody shits on Monica. It's so funny.
why does she sound so nice? But the things she said actually offended me. Like you would be like, what do I do with this? And that shows the genius of being just sneaky like that.
Well, Angel, I remember when she was on this app, they used a little baby girl voice. Now she talks like a little girl, gets everybody's attention, and she talks calmly. But she's no different than Ben Mendelsohn, or Aaron Bean, or Aaron. All these people that want to just have their side of it. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I believe I'm a decent moderator, right? Because I'll let everybody speak and give their opinion. I may not agree with it. As long as they do respectfully, I'll give you a stage. But there's certain people, oh my God, the Ben Mendelsohn, if you go against his beliefs, listen, Jordan's a Democrat. I still love Jordan, I hold it against him. But he doesn't shut people down. He doesn't get them thrown off the app. So let me give a little context. This is healthy debates. If you have a paid ticket, cash it in. So I'm a little triggered tonight because Roger got suspended again because of Ben Mendelsohn. Because Ben likes to poke the bear, but he doesn't like when the bear pokes back. Interesting. Uncle, you've been trying to speak. Did you want to jump in, Uncle? Uncle?
Oh, no, I'm good, man. Go ahead. I'm good.
Thank you. Edmund, what's up, Edmund? Adrian, whatever you're calling yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, you got freedom of speech, but no hypnosis. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I guess I can't say the H word, and that means I can't say a lot of words, but I do believe in the freedom of speech, and censorship is a major problem in this country. Wars, regime change are major problems in this country. Our government and Congress and the Federal Reserve is funding non-stop regime change, wars, censorship, and vaccine programs. This is not a healthy country anymore. Psychologically, militarily, physically, the population is aging. People are coming through the border. We have these illegal aliens in every major city that, they're not resettling here. I mean, they don't have social security numbers here. They're here temporarily.
Adrian, great. Let me ask you a question. You have to read up. It's from the chat. Are you streaming this room and have you received consent of the speakers? Yes or no?
Listen, I'm in a state of bankruptcy, and you can send a cease and desist and an attorney's note to my house any day of the week. I'm ready to file. Oh, such little bitches. Little bitches. They can't handle Clown Town. They can't handle the truth. Are you streaming this room? Well, of course I'm streaming this room. You just come here for free every day. You don't get paid to play. I don't. Time is money. Money is time. I don't come here to listen to Jay Breska play fucking DJ every night of the week.
Here in this Christian soul, God is playing his most extraordinary game. He is believing and really feeling that he is not himself. And not only that, but that he is living only one life. And in that life, he's got to make the most momentous decision imaginable. In the course of this 80 years and 10, he's got to choose between everlasting beatitude and everlasting horror. And he's not quite sure how to do it. Because in Christianity there are two sins to be avoided, among others. One is called presumption. That is knowing surely that you are saved. The other is called despair, which is knowing surely that you're damned. There's always a margin of doubt about this. So work out your salvation in fear and trembling. So you might say that this is preeminently the gambler's religion. Imagine you know at some great casino, late at night, there is some marvelous master gambler who's been winning all night. And then suddenly he decides to stake his whole winnings on whether the ball lands on red or black. Sensation. Everybody gathers from all over the casino to watch this terrific gambler. So in the same way, the predicament in which the Christian soul finds itself is this colossal gamble, which is saying this universe can possibly contain in it ultimate tragedy. There could be such a thing as an absolute, final, irremediable mistake. And what a horror that thought is. And so the Hindu is sitting in the audience, fascinated by this Christian's extraordinary, reckless gamble. He says, that's a beautiful game. The Christian doesn't know it's a game, but the Hindu suspects it is. And he's a little bit admiring it, but not quite involved. Now you would say, perhaps, yeah, you ought to be involved. Give your whole self to this. Make an act of commitment. You know, once to every man and nation comes the moment to decide, in the strife twixt truth and falsehood for the good or evil side. Then it is the brave man chooses while a coward stands aside, etc. That sounds great, doesn't it? Commitment. Stand up and be counted. It is a virtue, but on the other hand, you see another virtue, what we call being a good sport. If your enemy in the battle of life is to be regarded as an absolute enemy, who is pure evil, black as black can be, you can't be a good sport. You can accord him no chivalry, no honors of battle. You've got to annihilate him by any means possible, fair or foul. And that leads to some pretty sticky situations, especially when he has the means of annihilating you in just the same way. But if, on the other hand, in all contests, you know that while you're going to take it seriously and regard it as very important, in the back of your mind, in that little Hintergedanke, you know it is not ultimately important, although very important. And this saves you. This enables you to be a good player. You may worry about the word play, because we often use the word play in a trivial sense. Oh, you're just playing. Is life, you mean life is nothing but a game? The Hindus indeed call the creation of the universe the Leela, or the game, or the play of the divine. But we also use play in other senses. When you see Hamlet, which is by no means trivial, you are still going to a play. In church, the organist plays the organ. And in the book of Proverbs it is written that the divine wisdom created the world by playing before the throne of God. Play also, you see, has a deep sense. When we say music, even the music of Bach, as a great master of what we call serious music, is still playing. And so in the deeper sense of play, the Hindu sees this world as play, and therefore that the intense situations, personally, socially, and so on, that we're all involved in, are seen not as bad illusions, but as magnificent illusions, so well acted that they've just about got most of the actors fooled, so that they've forgotten who they are. And man thinks of himself, when he's been fooled, as a little creature that comes into this world, which is all strange and foreign, and he's just a little puppet of fate. And he's forgotten that the whole thing has at its root the self, which is also yourself. So when we say to ourselves, you must go on, the reason is, you see, that we are not living in the eternal now, where reality is. We are always thinking that the satisfaction of life will be coming later. There's a good time coming, be it ever so far away, that one far-off divine event to which all creation moves. Don't kid yourself. As the Hindus have taught us, in the course of time, everything gets worse. It eventually falls apart. Comes Kali Yuga, and Shiva at the end.
Kamala Kali Yuga.
Which is to say, only suckers put hope in the future. You see, I tell you, there are three classes of people in the Western world: the aristocrats, the proletariat, and the bourgeoisie. The aristocrats live on the past because they come of noble family. And they're like potatoes because the best part of them is underground. The proletariat live in the present because they have nothing else. And the poor bourgeoisie live for the future. They are the eternal suckers. They can always open to a con game. So when they find out that really that there isn't much of a future, you're going to die, they transpose the future into a spiritual dimension. And they figure this material world is not the real world, but the spiritual world is the real world. And there will be somewhere, somehow, an eternal life for me. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save and fitted for the sky. Well, then they say to them, what are you going to do there? Well, they haven't the faintest idea. You know that? If you ask theologians about what they think is going to happen in heaven, they just dry up. Oh, we're going to play harps, I mean, there's a symbolic meaning to that which I could go into, but the average person's idea of heaven is an absolute bore. I mean, it's like being in church forever. Children see this immediately. Children, when they hear a hymn like "Weary of earth and laden with my sin, I looked at heaven and longed to enter in," they think, oh God, heaven is to be in church for always. They think hell is preferable. There's at least some excitement going on. And you see it in medieval art. You go to the Metropolitan Museum in New York and you see Jan van Eyck's painting of the Last Judgment. Heaven on top, hell below. In heaven, everybody's looking like the cat that swallowed the canary, sitting in rows.
Overhead.
And very smug. God the Father as president. And, oh dear. Beneath this, there's a winged skull, like a bat, and squirming bodies, all nude, all being eaten by snakes, and I don't know, it's a fantastic thing going on. But in that, you see, Van Eyck had a ball painting that, because in medieval way, it was the only way you could get away with painting nudes. And sexy scenes, sadomasochistic, see? So that's naturally why hell became much more interesting than heaven. So, therefore, this hope for the future is a hoax. It's a perfect hoax. Maybe we will make spiritual progress. Everybody puts it off. Maybe if I work at yoga for 10 years, 20 years, and do this thing, I will eventually make it to moksha, to nirvana, whatever. That's nothing more than a postponement. It's this business of, because you're not fully alive now, you think maybe someday you will be. Look, supposing I ask you, what did you do yesterday?
Hello?
Hey Maya, this is John. How are you?
John who? I'm kidding. What's up?
Oh, I'm just having a little bit of Polish food, and then I'm gonna maybe go to the gym. I don't know. What are you doing?
What, like pierogies?
I don't know. It's food from the Polish grocery store.
I feel like the only Polish food I know is pierogies and sausage.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
I am driving to pick up a slushie.
A slushie?
Yeah, I feel like anytime I accomplish something, you know, and it was nothing significant, but I feel like I always just get a slushie for some reason.
From 7-Eleven?
No, I'm going to McDonald's. I don't feel like getting out of the car. Plus, I look like a wreck, so I don't want to see anyone.
Oh.
Should I get blue raspberry, cola, or cherry?
I don't know. They all both sound like fake and diabetic. I would advise you not to get the Coca-Cola one. That's a good idea.
Like, there's nanotechnology in it, probably. Oh, are you going to be using your McDonald's mobile app?
Just get it.
Okay, we're going to get started for you. What flavor slushies do you have? I'll do a small frozen blue raspberry. That's it.
Small ice cream vanilla as well. Swirl if you got it.
I don't know if she's telling me. Soft serve vanilla is my jam.
That's what I usually get there.
Soft serve vanilla cone.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you're debating on going to the gym?
Yeah, unless you want to come over here and do some yoga.
Oh my, what? I will literally break your leg. say? Yeah, I completely forgot. I have no idea. I was about to say something, but I forgot.
Well, get your credit card out.
Anyways, what did you say?
Get your credit card out
For what?
to pay for your slushy.
I'm going to pay in cash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't use cash over?
No, not. I don't know. At McDonald's, I always seem to use a card because it just like takes too long to like get change from them.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I collect coins, so I always like getting change back.
You collect random coins.
I mean, they're not random coins, yeah. Why?
I'm just kidding around. That's cool.
No, you think it's lame, it's okay. No one finds coin collecting interesting, so don't feel bad. I'm so thirsty. I can't even talk right now.
Maybe you should drink water. Are you dehydrated?
I'm so dehydrated. I don't have any water in here.
Oh no.
Hello. Oh no. How have you been though?
Life is good. Just busy. Life is good.
Nice. What are you busy with?
Working.
Anything interesting?
Working on my tan at 4 o'clock every day usually keeps me pretty busy.
What, like by the pool?
No, on my patio.
Oh. I'm not a big tanner. Hey, thank you so much. Wow, everyone in that place looked depressed as fuck. Alright. So talk to me, what's going on?
I don't know. You tell me. Are you going? When was the last time you went to the gym?
Last time I went to the gym,
Yeah.
I work out at home.
You work out at home on one of those bikes.
No, I have like weights and let me learn real quick. Some machines. But I also feel like excuse me, I feel like I'm always doing something where I'm moving around. So
Mhm.
it's like my life is a workout, I guess. That makes sense?
Yeah, I hear people say that, and they're generally, I don't know. I mean, if you don't stretch, I don't understand how, if you're not like, I'm a systematic stretcher. I do yoga like every day. And so it's like, I don't know. I love stretching.
Who said I didn't stretch?
I don't know. Do you stretch?
I do.
Are you flexible?
Yeah.
Oh,
To an
nice.
extent, I guess. I can't do the splits or anything.
Oh. I thought every Serbian was like automatically flexible.
Well, I mean, I am. I just can't do the splits. I don't know.
Well,
Are you making fun of Serbs?
no, I know one Serbian word. It's bushikurac.
Oh, nice.
Does that mean suck my dick?
Yeah, it does.
I wasn't sure if it meant suck my dick or fucking bitch. I wasn't sure what dirty word my neighbors taught me 20 years ago.
Aw, you live next to Serbian neighbors? Do they feed you all the time?
No, we were like constantly at war. It was crazy.
What? Why?
I don't know. They were like, I think what happened is they were really young kids and they were throwing rocks at me one day. So I ran in front of their parents' car, and I was dodging the rocks as they were throwing rocks, and like one of them broke their mom's window or something, and she went ballistic.
Huh.
They were young kids.
So they were mad that their window got busted from their kid?
Yeah, they blamed
That's your fault?
they blamed it on me, and I said, "You can't blame this on me. Your kids were throwing rocks at me, madam." And she was like, "Fuck you." She was like, "They wouldn't have been, throwing rocks if you didn't bother them." I was like, "Well, they were throwing rocks. They hit your car. It's not my fault. Sorry, blame your kids."
Huh.
So after that, it was like they hated me.
People never cease to amaze me.
We
just
made
the
up.
way they think.
We made up. We became friendly, but
Oh, good.
yeah, that was like the price they paid for, fucking with me. I was like, "Well, you just fucked your mom's car up."
got blamed for that. I would throw a fit. I'd be like, oh yeah.
The girl must have been like 4 or 5 years old, a little tiny girl, just like
Oh.
I think she thought she was playing with the rocks.
Yeah, but still, like, I mean, I remember being 4 or 5 and I was never throwing rocks at people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. These memories. Memories. Where did you grow up?
Cedar Lake, Indiana.
Oh, wow. Farm girl.
Well, lake girl, I guess.
A fishing
up on a lake.
village. A fisherman's daughter.
No, not at all. A lake boat daughter? Why do you go straight to hillbilly? You're like, oh, she must live on a fucking farm and catch fish. It's like, no, I lived on a lake and I had a pontoon boat and a 4-wheeler.
That must have been fun.
I've been fishing like 1 time, 2 times.
Yeah, I don't have much fishing experience.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I'll go if someone like baits it and all I want to do is just throw the line out and reel it in. That's it. If I have to do anything else, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't believe people eat what they catch. They gut it, they cook it. It's like, ugh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Something about watching the life drain out of an animal's eyes just doesn't sit with me well.
I just like think of the fish's perspective. They're like, as you're ripping the hook out of their mouth, they're like, don't you know that hook hurts a lot?
I feel bad for the worms. I feel bad for the fish. I feel, I'm just, I'm not the one. I don't know.
Well, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Me too. But I mean, if it was like an apocalypse situation and like, we need, like, if I was on Naked and Afraid and we needed food to go on, stay alive or in the wilderness or whatever, I don't know. I would for sure kill something. I probably wouldn't even think twice about it. The hunger would probably take over.
Gotta eat, girl, gotta eat.
Yeah. I guess. It's a raccoon.
So, where are you at right now?
I just pulled up into my driveway. I can't tell if it's a raccoon or not. I'll just sit here for a minute.
Yeah, just put your hazards on.
I'm in my driveway.
I know, but the squirrel or the raccoon will see the lights and shimmy off.
I want to, how there's videos of like people making raccoon friends and they like have these little lunches together. I want that to be me, but I'm so scared anytime I see one at night.
I saw my friend hit a raccoon once with a shovel, and it was just like it was like dong, and then the thing just like walked off.
Why?
Because it was like perched up on a fence, like hissing at us, and my friend just grabbed a shovel real quick and just fucking smashed it.
Aww.
But he didn't hit it with like the edge. He like hit it like a pancake.
Why don't you just jingle some keys at it?
I don't know. It worked out perfectly. I was like surprised because it like de-escalated so quickly. I was like, that was amazing. I was like, that.
That poor guy.
No, I don't think he like seriously injured it. It was just like it woke it up. It like didn't know what to do, and when it got smacked, it was like, oh, I know what to do. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that makes me sad.
It was cute, but it was scary too when it was hissing at us.
Well, yeah, because he probably thought. Well, he probably knew you guys were gonna hit him with a shovel, and he's like, "Oh no!"
No, if he didn't hiss at us and like prop up, we would not have hit it with a shovel. We probably would have just walked away.
Oh, well, I hope he's okay. Jeez.
Living
What are you doing the rest of the night?
his best life. Well, I'm really enjoying myself. I just had a lovely meal and a little red wine, and I don't know. I usually go to the gym about this time.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, I wonder if John's gonna remember me if I text him right now.
Yeah, I saved your number.
Oh, good.
But instead of spelling it Serbia, I spelled it Servia by accident. So I was kind of like, Servia. I was like, server. I was like, what? Whose number is this?
Mine, your phone is Maya Serbia.
Yeah, yeah, Maya Servia.
Guess what you're in my phone as?
J.
No.
Johnny?
Scorpio John.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a nice nickname.
Scorpio John.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm Maya Server.
Maya the server, serving her
Maya the
scorpion
server.
John.
Serving this ass. I'm kidding. I don't know why I said that.
Do you have a nice ass?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I haven't seen it. I mean, you just have face photos of yourself. This is like, what is this, like AOL dating 1996 or something?
Yeah, I know. I should probably toss in a body pic in there so people don't think I'm fat or anything. I don't know. I guess I have a nice ass. I've been told I do.
Oh, well, if you've been told, then you probably got a nice ass.
Yeah. I'm just not like self-absorbed. I'm like, oh yeah, this ass.
So for some women, an ass is like, the biggest thing in the world. And for some men, an ass is the most important thing.
Are you ass or titties guy?
I'm an ass man. Because great asses are like two giant titties.
True. Well, I have a nice ass and nice tits, so there's that.
I know Serbia makes them the premium. They have a premium manufacturing clone facility there. They make the most beautiful women in the world there, in Croatia and Bosnia Herzegovina.
That's where my parents are from.
Yeah, they seem to make. I think war makes people beautiful.
War.
I swear, World War II, like people live forever, and then their kids always end up looking amazing or something. Like the DNA, like it goes Super Saiyan when you're put in a concentration camp or forced to live in a trench.
Well, if we're in constant war, then what does that mean then?
It means evolutionarily, the strong survive. So I think maybe that's the thought behind it, but who knows? It's all just wordplay.
Like if humans, speaking of evolution, if humans didn't have hands like we do, we would not be at the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just like building things, like smacking things with our head, trying to like move things?
Imagine smacking that ass without having a hand. Impossible.
True. God, slushy was so good.
I don't know. I'm surprised you called it a slushy. I was like, 7-Eleven's the only slushy reference I know.
I mean, they're all slushies. What
Well,
else are frozen?
Smoothie? I don't know.
Frozen drink?
Don't they call it a smoothie?
Shaved flavored ice? Chemicals?
There's a lot of
What are you doing
plastic.
the rest of the week?
There's a lot of plastic in our diets now.
Yeah, there's microplastics and everything.
I just had a credit card for lunch.
Yeah. I just had half of a spork.
prefer MasterCard over Visa. It's easier to digest.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, plastics are forever, so you don't really digest it. I mean, if we take it in, doesn't it just come back out? Like, our bodies can't break it down, right?
Yeah, I mean, like some of it gets absorbed, but I'm sure the body is able to like push some of it out, push it out. But like, fuck, God.
Well, plastics are like a forever thing. Like,
Well, I read that in England they're like making people who use a washer to put a filter now on your washing machine because of the micro particulates that come out of clothing and all the textiles.
oh,
And so all that goes into the drinking water, and I just drink tap water, or I don't really drink tap water, but I buy bottled water. But I mean, tap water cannot be in this city. It cannot be. I don't know how to test it, but damn, it can't be good for you.
oh, I can't remember the last time I drank tap water. Let's see. Can our bodies absorb and break down nanoplastics? I need to know.
Yes, the body can proficiently break it down, but does absorb
I need
0.001%.
Yeah. Well, oh wait, okay. No, the human body cannot effectively absorb and break down nanoplastics due to their tiny size. Nanoplastics can be ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, and once inside the body, they can accumulate in tissues and organs without being readily broken down by the body's natural process. Okay, cool. I'm done.
Wait,
done
are you vaccinated?
Fuck no.
Oh, because I was gonna say it might help break down the plastics because of all the nanobot particulates that can eat away at the plastic absorption. They say vaccines and boosters are great for microplastic particulate digestion.
Oh yeah. Are you vaccinated?
No, hell no.
Yeah.
When
Like, like zero part of me ever wanted to get it. You know what I mean? I actually just got COVID earlier this year for the first time.
How do you know though? It was probably just a fucking flu because the test is bullshit.
Well, because I went in, because I thought I had like a respiratory thing, you know what I mean? And they're like, you have COVID. And I was like, oh shit. And I got tested like 5 other times at different places.
Damn, you're a testing
Well,
addict.
not 5, but like 3.
But what do you gain though out of a positive diagnosis? Because it's like, all right, well, you're still not getting vaccinated, so what are we gonna do for you?
Well, I was getting swabbed for like strep throat, and then they were like, psych. And I ended up going to the hospital for, I don't remember what I was going for, but I felt like I couldn't breathe. And every place I went to, they would test me.
Yeah, but
I don't
that's
know.
see.
As like a thing.
Well, anyways, yeah. I mean, have you ever had pneumonia?
No.
Yeah, that is like you can't really breathe. It's like, oh, it hurts. Like fuck, something's wrong.
Yeah. I woke up in the middle of the night. Jeez, I can. And I was like, oh my god, I can't breathe. And I started freaking out, and I had someone take me to the hospital. And then they tested me again when I was there, and then they didn't do anything for me, so I went to another hospital, and then they tested me again there. So.
I had a friend who, whenever we would go out, he would put on cologne, but he was having inflammation and allergic reaction to the cologne, and swelling up, and he didn't know it was the cologne. Like it was crazy.
That's hilarious. I mean, to an extent, if he was like, okay, but I'm not
Yeah.
allergic to anything, actually. It's really nice out.
Yeah, I know. It's really nice out. Do you want to drive and meet me like at the casino or something?
Well, I just gave myself a facial like an hour ago,
Oh,
and I look
perfect.
crazy as fuck.
Why?
Well, I
Oh, your
did
skin's.
microneedling.
Oh, oy vey.
I know. I love the
Damn.
casino though. I'm a blackjack gal.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, go put some moisturizer on and take some rouge and blend the blood into the cheeks.
Well, I mean, I look crazy as fuck. Have you ever gotten microneedling before?
I have tattoos.
Okay. So it's basically like a bunch of little micro needles. uh, Basically, like if your skin, if you get a cut or something, your skin starts to regenerate itself. So microneedling is essentially just a bunch of little needles tricking the skin into thinking that the skin is damaged, so it starts to repair itself, and it helps with like aging and scars and whatever the hell else. So when I say I look crazy, I look fucking crazy. My entire face is red.
I'll take a picture. Let me see it.
No.
Send me a selfie of this vampiric blood face.
Well, I mean, there's not blood on my face, but I just stabbed myself in the face with a bunch of needles, so no. I'll be good in like 2-3 days. What? I'm working from home this week, and I was like, oh, well, if I'm going to be ugly all week, might as well do this.
I don't think that shit really works though. And in fact, it
It
might make
does.
things worse.
No, it actually does work.
Well, how many times? Well, my mom and my sister are both Botox addicts, and I can't stand the fact that they do Botox. And whenever I look at them, I'm just like, you guys are so stupid. Like, you do not look any better. You actually look way worse. You look freakish now.
Well, that's something completely different than a facial procedure.
Well, I'm just saying, when you fuck with the face, like, you can't go back.
I'm not fucking with my face.
Well, I mean, people do those acid washes, and then the next thing you know, your skin is like, yeah, your
Oh,
skin
like a
looks,
chemical peel?
yeah, it's like your skin looks great, but like, you're damaging your skin at this point. Like, be kind to your skin.
No, no, that's not true.
Well, I'm a dermatologist, and I'm also a skin
Well, I'm a
esthetician.
skincare specialist of 15 years, and I know everything about skincare.
Oh, one time I was like, maybe I should open up a retail store and call it like facial. And just do facials, like nothing else. You come in because so many people's skin is so shitty. I was like, we only offer facials. It's $20. You're in and out in 10 minutes.
To be completely honest, it would be more of a headache than it is worth, even if it was successful. Because
It won't be successful.
someone will come in knowing you only do facials, and that's it, and and they have like dermatologist questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people want to talk, but I mean, what they do is
Everyone
they
talks.
stick their head through a hole in a wall, and so when
Like a
they're
glory hole?
yeah,
A
and
glory facial.
when they're done, we push the stretcher back out so they can't talk to us.
Interesting.
It's just a joke.
Well, obviously, I highly doubt you were going to open a glory hole facial.
Honestly, it
Stop.
probably would be really popular. I fucking guarantee it. Just because you called it
Probably.
glory hole facial. That would be so funny. I see
I'd be
like
scared someone would like try to snap my neck or something.
I see
Or
the,
like I fall and like my head is in the hole, but like the thing I'm laying on just collapses and I like hang myself or break my neck. You know what I mean?
well, I always thought a restaurant would be a good idea where you order on a tablet and then when your food is ready, like a sliding door opens on the wall and you just get your food and then that sliding door shuts. Like there you never interact with anybody.
Yeah. Honestly, I hate interacting with people sometimes. I don't know what it is, but people approach me all day long.
Why? Because
And
you're
no matter where I am, I can be in Walgreens, I could be in Bed Bath and Beyond, I can be in a full-blown fucking suit, I can be in pajamas, doesn't matter what I'm wearing. People will think I work there. And
Well, then you're
Helps me.
magnetic. You shouldn't dislike
Maybe.
that. You should be happy that you're a magnetic person. People are attracted to you.
True. And I'm like, well, I don't work here, but what you're looking for is over in the left back far corner. Yeah. I don't know. Or it's a girl asking me to help her reach something. I don't know. Or a bum asking me for money.
Well, this is like moths, flying to the candle. You are the light. You are the source of joy.
I suppose. I mean, it'd be nice, I guess, if people were trying to have an actual conversation and not asking me for things when they interact with me. Like, hey, old bitch, I'm looking for. I'm like, I don't work here. It's not like, oh, hey, young lady, how are you doing today? It's like, where can I find? I'm like, whoa. Why are you yelling, screaming in my face? I don't work here. Like, I'm literally in a suit in Walgreens. Like, what the fuck makes you think I work here? Ugh.
Have you ever seen the show Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Never heard. I don't really watch TV that much.
It's like an HBO show by the founder of Seinfeld.
I hate Seinfeld.
Well, what's funny to me about it is Seinfeld maybe is not as funny as the show, but the dialogue and what like they say to each other is so ridiculous that when you listen to it, you can't not just laugh because it's so ridiculous. You're just like, this is so made up and fucking fantastical and stupid that it's funny.
What is it called?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Is it with like those guys that are? Is it a bunch of, like hillbilly guys, or is it something else?
No, he's the founder of Seinfeld, and he plays himself in like Beverly Hills, and he's married to Cheryl, his wife, and it's just him going around his life and dealing with people.
Hmm.
It's a comedy show. It's all ad lib and scripted, lightly scripted. It's been on for like 14 years. It's kind of funny.
Do you think if there was a TV show about your life that people would watch it?
No, probably not. People
Why?
people are very captivated with like pre-existing celebrities,
No, not necessarily.
It's like star power. It's like brand names. My name means nothing, but Elon Musk seems to mean a lot to people all around the world because, it's a global communication thing. Like Elon and all, you could rank like who are the most, widely searched people, on the planet, and those would be like the top celebrities.
Hmm. So you don't think anyone would watch your TV show?
Maybe, but like most of these TV shows are like pushed, it's not organic. So like nobody would watch an organic television show of myself, but people would watch me as an actor like on some name brand network playing a role or something, like an actor.
An actor?
Yeah, people
Why'd you say it like that?
because people don't really consider it a career, but I mean, when you look at like how much these Hollywood celebrities have earned, you're talking about a tremendous amount of money. I mean, for the for that last Iron Man or some stupid new Marvel movie, Robert Downey Jr. got 150 million to be in it.
Yeah, but like in the grand scheme of things, like would you rather be a normal person or have people like screaming in your face and like trying to get autographs and pictures all day long, like you can't even leave your house?
Well, it just depends. Are you Brad Pitt or are you Pee-wee Herman,
I mean, average A-list.
An average A-list? I mean,
Say like Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis. No, I mean, I'd be content being who I am. But like, yes, I mean, I would take. Zach Galifianakis is worth a lot of money. I mean, even that fucking guy, who was very funny. Who was that guy? Jack Black. I mean, they kill it. They make a lot of money. These creators. They're smart.
Yeah. But is it worth it?
Movies are nothing now. Movies are meaningless to society. But when, like, back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, like, movies were a social convention. Now nobody goes to movies.
Well, yeah, because now we have everything in the palm of our hands. It's like we don't even need to leave our house to get food. We don't need to leave our house to interact. We don't need to leave our house to do fucking anything.
I don't even need to leave my house to have sex anymore. I mean, iPhone now has an app and a plug-in, and it's just like, making love to AI.
Well, that's just sad. That's just sad. I mean, sometimes, I masturbate too, but I'm like, this is sad. I'm like, no, this is fine. No, it's sad. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, love making is best, when it's combined.
With a person. Combined. I guess.
1 + 1 = 3.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Meaning that 1 + 1 = 2, but because a man and a woman are uniting, you get an additional 1.
No, well, if that's the case, then it would be 1 + 1 = 1. Because they're technically one
Well,
when they're doing it.
Well, then 1 = 3.
Okay.
Which means
But
3.
3 also equals 1. Correct. The math is mathing. All right, I'm gonna get out of my car. HOTTOTO. Alright, I'm gonna go shower and stuff.
Okay, beautiful. Well, enjoy your evening. It's been fun talking, and let's make plans, or just drive to Chicago, or drive to the casino, and I'll meet you any day you want to meet up.
What do you play at the casino?
I play craps.
You have crabs?
Craps, dice.
You have crabs, I heard you.
Only when I take the CTA or the bus.
Well, text me, I'll be around.
Okay, sounds good. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
That's all he needed to say. But instead, but then, that's not all he said. He could have just said, nobody goes to your rallies, and let's talk about real points, and then talk about a real fucking point. But instead, he had to fucking go off on it.
So hold on real quick. So I think that's an accurate analysis.
Listen, everybody, I'm going to the gym and I'm voting Trump, and I encourage all of you to go to the gym and vote Trump, my fellow fatties. This is Adrian Dittman. I am complete. I hope I was succinct, but I'll say it again for those who didn't hear. Go to the gym and vote Trump, my fellow fatties. Thank you. I am complete.
Wait, hold on. Oh, man, okay, my God. Let me just address this real quick, right?
Samoa, you gonna respond real quick? But you wanted to jump in.
Absolutely. All right, so real quick, so on the crowds, and this is purposely done, right?
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to remind you all to go to the gym and vote Trump, my fellow fatties.
Thank you.
Who the fuck is that?
All right, it doesn't
It's
matter.
Sean Kidover.
Just real quick though, right? So the reason why, and I can show the bias here, because they kind of set it up like the way that they set up the whole table, the background, and it's something that you can't really deny. So, question for you, Digi. What was the underlying question in the line of argument before she distracted on what the crowd said?
Hello?
I can't even remember.
They've been hypnotized.
Because he didn't address it.
Wait, hold on. I'm just showing you how masterfully.
Masterfully, I masturbated. Hello? Hello? Pac-Man, when are you gonna get Ellen? When are you guys gonna get married and start a family? Go legit. How's it going? Are you on Hinge? You dating any 40, 50-year-old, 60-year-old men right now? My dad? How'd you meet him? Bumble? Well, damn. I thought he was smarter than that. He should have been able to figure you out. You got him. You showed him what you got, and he liked it. I
Yo,
understand.
why somebody was somebody in this room named Crash?
Crash?
Yeah. Why you just send me a link to this room as I join? Hello? What happened? He sent me a link to this room and told me to join. You probably just exposed Pac-Man.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out how did my name get caught up in Barbiana and y'all shit.
You caught up in what?
They saying something about me and Narnie was talking in some text messages of a Telegram, DJ Food, a whole bunch of shit I don't know about.
What they gotta do with me? I'm confused. And I don't know nothing about
Yeah, nigga, what happened? What happened? You not like a Barbiana, nigga?
There go the nigga right there.
Nah, nigga, what you saying about you ain't like Barbiana, nigga?
Barbiana getting drunk.
Oh, man, hold on. Let me get 223 back.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all trying.
Nah, let me get
I'm so
223 back.
confused. They saying I'm in Barbiana Telegram. What? Y'all ever see me in a Barbiana Telegram?
Nah, you just said you don't like her, bro. You was just like why we putting you and Barbiana in the same.
I said I don't like Narnie.
Bro, you said you don't like Barbiana, nigga. Stop lying, you bitch ass nigga. All you do is lie, nigga. That's why we been on your ass, nigga. You come up in this bitch telling folks, nigga, we did that bitch ass shit, nigga. Fuck your mother, you dick sucking ass, nigga. Bitch ass nigga, stay your bitch ass in the paper, what you do? Bitch ass nigga.
Did anybody understand this nigga? Cause I'm out here like grocery shopping. He's over here yelling.
Man, you steady saying you grocery shopping, nigga. Stop lying, you faggot ass nigga. You's a bitch, nigga. You know what the fuck going on, nigga?
Oh yeah. Nah, I'm gonna let you. I gotta pay for my groceries, so I'm gonna let you.
Man, nigga, fuck your groceries.
Okay, but class.
What up? You said what?
That's what girl just got caught up with a train. I'm confused.
You said why I'm
I think, hold up. I think they trying to use me.
Oh, no.
English was broken, but like they couldn't actually really do anything as if like they were
You're like stopping and then like talking
No,
and then
I just
you're.
let you talk, and I shut my mouth up. I let you talk, and I just went to improvise. Like, am I not allowed to talk now? Huh?
No, you are allowed. It's just that you were like up. I'm asking you to tell me when.
Okay, go ahead, you talk. I'm done.
Okay, yeah. So
firstly, I should plug my business. 310-999-9989. 310-999-9989. If you worked for Amazon, if you had any jobs where you had wear and tear, kind of like Amazon does, you just have to call me or text me. It's a totally free consult. 310-999.
Yes, leaving them out of here.
you make a point with that these people coming out.
I mean, if you're saying.
I love how I get blocked. I'm gonna create a new account with like a hot chick, and they're not gonna kick me out. They want to talk to you. It's like fresh meat, fresh meat at the slaughter.
Just looking at the ratio between how many combatants and how many civilians have been killed and compared to other urban warfares.
That's like talking about the price of a number 2 at McDonald's. We know the price has gone up, but do you have enough cash to get a vanilla ice cream cone after you get the supersize me.
It was so random, but I like this type of randomness.
You know, Rody, if you were ever born on the other side, you truly understand. But you're not. So you always see things from a Netanyahu bias.
I was against Netanyahu since 2009. I was protesting against Netanyahu. I was in favor of the two-state solution. I'm still in favor of the two-state solution.
Well, I don't believe in it anymore.
Yeah, well,
It's false. No, that's false. It's false because every deal we put on the table, you guys rejected.
wait 1 second.
And
Every
then
day.
you come on social media and say, no, the Palestinians every deal we put, after forcing us to give up our land, we all rejected it. Even now, you could have had your hostages, but no. Netanyahu wants to keep collective punishment.
Netanyahu wants to end Hamas.
No, Netanyahu wants all of Palestine. And he will go beyond. And I've heard some of your scary far-right talk about the Nile belongs to us. Do you know what you guys are going to do after you take Gaza? You'll probably turn on Mount Sinai. Y'all have a history of this shit. Expelling people from their land who are not violent.
Wait 1 second.
Why don't you go and hear about, like, the Nakba, the Galilean?
I know about all of the Galilean.
Okay, so you know that we were forced out of our homes, right? You know that, right?
Some parts.
We couldn't come back.
Yeah, some parts.
You know what? You are so lucky to be born on the privileged side. You know, if you were ever born on the other side, you would know just what it feels like to be under eviction and oppression. And you know, all oppression, it never lasts forever.
You know,
It never lasts forever, and this will not continue forever.
So in the Nakba, as you call it, in 1948, most
I don't want to
people.
hear that before.
Okay, never mind.
That on one side is that the Arabs came to kill us, and then we had to push them out because no. I know there were many people who were not violent and who got pushed out of their homes.
I'm not
And
saying
then
that.
Israel bombed, literally, like the Galilean people, for example. They were Christians, they were moved out of their homes, and they had to move, and then they tried to come back, but they couldn't. When they came back,
They were shot. I thought Israel didn't have it at all.
no, they did bomb. They bombed near the Galilean. They did. This is what I'm saying. You're always deflective. It's like when we as the oppressed.
What do I deflect? I'm
What
talking
we're
about
going
the
through is
Okay.
always no. That didn't happen. I told you that the churches in Gaza, the oldest church in Gaza, wasn't. Yes, it was. There's sources right now to say it was.
Mer, okay, 1 second. Mer, is English your first language?
No, it's not. But I don't need to be gaslit right now that my English is not good enough because
Okay.
it's
What do
perfect.
you think deflecting is? I don't think you know what the meaning
When you
is.
try and bounce shit back like a boomerang.
Bounce shit.
Try and bounce back. Yeah. Like,
No. Deflecting is usually
that's why
talking about.
to evaluate what I'm saying. That is what it's gaslighting.
No. I thought that you used deflecting.
Deflecting is when you're trying to deflect.
So to say, so what we're talking about is particularly on the subject. Had I not talked about the subject, I would be deflecting, like not considering this. In regards to those sources, look at those sources. I have looked at all of those sources about the
Palestinian side if you're denying our genocide.
because there is no genocide.
There is a genocide, and it's been going on for 75 years.
Genocide for 75 years.
There has been, yes.
Look, this is why I don't take the pro-Palestinian side.
Genocide on the native Canaanite by coming from all over the world.
Had you said...
Did you know Israel also bombed bases in Iraq, even synagogues, so that the Jews there could be scared and run to Israel? No,
that didn't happen. Oh my God.
It did happen. You need to listen to Iraqi Jews now when they talk.
I know. Look, okay, let me just speak right now. particular Zionist group that was underground, had nothing to do with Israel, that bombed, that
It was a
I
Mossad,
mean,
whatever the fuck group.
oh my God, Meron, I am familiar. Meron. I have read probably hundreds times more about this conflict from Palestinian and from Jewish scholars than you will in your entire life will ever do. Okay? Now, in regards to what you're talking about, now in regards, one thing, no, because I want you to be a little bit more humble about what you think you know and what you think I know.
I
In regards to,
what are you talking
in
about?
regards to what you were talking
I
about.
am humble, and my people from the Christian side, we have gone through persecution for so long, ever since the beginning of the Israel. You guys have persecuted us. You guys have kicked us out of our land. You could be peaceful minding your own business, and next thing you know, a group of settlers will come with a fucking torch, and it's just like fucking, oh my god, like just like the KKK, and then you get the IDF coming in, and then next thing you know, you're exterminated out of your land. That's what's going on.
Okay, Meron. In regards
You
to what.
refuse to see that. You
Okay, let
refuse
me know
to
when
see that. Maybe because you advocate for this. I don't really understand.
No, look, Meron, you could say a lot of stuff about Israel, and I would probably agree with you. The problem is that you are using this bombastic language of genocide that makes me think that you are like living in a la la land. This is why I have a problem with
Now you're gaslighting me. It is a genocide.
No, that's fine. If you think I'm gaslighting, well, first of all, I'm not gaslighting.
I don't like to argue with Zionists because all you guys do is deflect. All you guys do is deflect, deny motherfucking facts, and that's that.
Look, you don't. First of all, I don't think you even know what deflection is. Regardless of what you think.
I know what fucking deflection is, and I know what gaslighting is, and I know when I'm being gaslit, and I know when someone is deflecting.
Okay. I'm not trying to gaslight you, whatever you think I'm doing. In regards to what you said in the Iraqi Jew, you were talking about particular bombs, 3 out of which I think killed.
Was bombed by Israel. Yeah.
4, not by Israel, by a specific group that had no. No, it wasn't by Israeli agents. It was by an underground group within Iraq that has nothing to do with Israel.
No, they were Iraqi.
No, they were Iraqis.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
Even if they were acting on behalf of Israel.
No, they weren't. You know what the funny thing about it is that those 3 bombs killed approximately, not approximately, 4 people. Okay? And the person that you are referring to that discovered that called Avi Schlein, the Iraqi Jew that went to Israel after that. But and he's an anti-Zionist, just to be clear, and his parents were also anti-Zionist. But even he admitted that the majority of the reason of why Iraqi Jews left is because of the prosecution by the Iraqi regime, by the Ba'athist party, not by those 3 small bombs.
I want to stick with you.
Like, for example, in the Bahmut,
locked out of
killed
conversations about the lab leak about Dr.
Jews.
Fauci and Dr.
Not this, 4 small
Do you
bombs
think they
that
kept you out of the conversations because you
4 out of
believe
which didn't
COVID-19?
kill anyone, and the other one killed like 4 people. Or 3 people. I forgot the particular number.
What's your perspective?
It's the perspective of the person that you would decide had you known his name.
No, my perspective is you guys wanted used to be actually kicked out of the Middle East. Y'all did terrorist attacks. Probably even undercover made negotiations with the government to take assets away so they could move to Israel.
You know that
when they moved to Israel, it wasn't glamorous in the beginning. They were thrown in fucking camps. I don't know why you guys always want to talk about this. Like I personally find this boring. My opinion is my opinion. My reality is my reality. As someone linked to the conflict. And one day Palestine will be free. We will be free. We will be free from Israeli settlers burning our land. That day will come to an end. More people see what you guys are for, like in terms of the international world, and more people are starting this pressure now by the ICC to cut arms deals to Israel. So, and I'm so happy that England cut 30. We're kind of pushing though for them to cut cut more, not more, all arm deals. You're gonna see this world change with the pressure.
I hate to tell you this, but you know you're delusional. You know Israel has their own weapons manufacturing industry. Did you even know that? I bet you didn't know that.
Of course they do, but they also get a lot of weapons from America and from fucking the UK.
Adrian, you know the funny thing about it is that they say that do an embargo from America to Israel, don't give them weapons, and they don't understand that if America will not give weapons to Israel, there will be actually more Gazans that are dead. Because what America provides is with precision missiles. And if they didn't have the storage of precision missiles, they would probably just use non-precision missiles that will kill more people.
Well, if they don't get the weapons from America, they'll get the weapons from another country. The Russians will sell them the weapons. Israel has no problem buying weapons from anybody who will sell them weapons. Israel has to do what they have to do, which is fight terrorists and end this terrorism, which is Islamic Muslim, Islamists. They're terrorists. They're cocksuckers.
But they're also killing Christians, though. But well, you guys are always making it about fucking Muslims. The terrorist radical jihad. No, without the fucking Islamists, you guys take lands of fucking Christians, Jews. Y'all don't give a fuck.
Adrian, just to be clear, Christians are like 2% of Palestinians, and when
we
they
were
say
more than that. We're 2% because you guys kicked most of us out of the land. We were more than that. We were more than that.
Well, that's fine. The Jews will liberate the Christians from the Muslim terrorists. Isn't that good news? That's great news.
No. They kick Christians out of their own land and they come and squat in.
Now I remember when I got the number 8%. It was from the census in 1947 that the Christians were 8%. Right now, I wouldn't even be surprised if they're less than 3%. And what do you think?
Israel taking more land, keeping them secluded to very strict locations. We can't expand. We have to move to Jordan. We have to move to Lebanon to continue our bloodline.
Miriam, just think, okay. So, first of all,
no, just think that you're a fucking Christian Palestinian. You have nothing to do with Islamic Jihad. And a group of settlers come with a torch burning and they have the IDF and you have to move.
Adrian,
you have to move for the Jewish settlers to come and take over your farms and your territory. It's not nice.
I hate to tell you this, but the problem is violence, and the violence of the people in these areas, is unprofessional and it's terroristic. So, security measures have to take place.
Christians are terrorists as well.
I'm saying anytime somebody commits violence, that's a problem.
Well, we're the least terroristic group. If we want to talk about terrorism, we're the least terroristic group. Okay? We don't fucking kidnap Jews all the time. We don't obsess over your fucking deaths. But y'all still expelled us. 75 years.
Adrian, the interesting thing about all of that is that I would easily say that Narea Kvot, which is the group that does most, if not all, of the problems within the West Bank, it's like religious fanatics that no Israeli actually likes. Everyone hates them.
That's the problem, though, Brody, though. Those Israeli fanatics that you say no one likes, they're our biggest fucking problem, and they're the biggest fucking threat to us in the planet.
So, even if you take them into consideration, and all of the settlers into consideration, and just look at the crime rates are actually in the West Bank by the settlers are actually lower than most of the Western countries. Even if you just want to go and accuse them, which by the way I have no sympathy towards those settlers, and there are settler violence. Even if you want to look at the crime rates, is even lower than most developed countries.
Oh, well, some people just cannot confirm or deny that violence is not cool.
Yeah, I would easily say violence is bad. Unless it's for self-defense. But violence and violent ideologies and the settlers and all of this is bad. But she would never say Hamas is bad or the PLO in the early days were bad. Like, she would never say that. She would just say all of it is resistance.
Well, when she says one day we will take back the lands and we will free ourselves from this Jewish terrorism. I mean, I don't know what world they live in, because chances are they're living in like London or Sweden or, and so this for them, this is like a little game, but it's just geopolitics on a fucking app, and people are doing, performative propaganda. And they're not like, here we go. Here's Rabbi. Rabbi is a perfect example of a good propagandist who, supposedly knows so much about the Torah, and he loves to infuriate everyone, and he's retarded and stupid because he does that. He is not succinct. He makes no really good points, and he's obnoxious. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. This Jordanian falafel eating accountant, actuarial, banking faggot in Toronto is a Jordanian Christian Greek Orthodox faggot shawarma maker, and he thinks he knows the Torah better than the Jews. Piece of shit he is. I heard you don't like Rabbi. Why don't you like Rabbi? Because Rabbi, you're a moron, and you're annoying. And if anybody spends much time with you, they'll come to that fact as well, just as your former fiancée, Bonsoir, disappeared into the arms of some Caucasian banker. When she said, I'm done fucking that fat life Arab shawarma maker. He's a fucking loser. I'm moving on to bigger, better dick because he's on Clown House all the time talking about the Jews. How pathetic. Can't even fuck me right. Instead, he comes on here and he talks about kikes. K-words. Who's the bigger pussy? The one who makes fun of K-words or the pussies that he's making fun of? I say the person who lobs the insults. That's just me. To me, that's the bigger pussy. I don't know. That's just me.